Last week on Sailing the Recipe, we continue to leave the boat in the marina and travel further into the Yucatan Peninsula on our road trip. We visited the beautiful village of Guacamole via horse and cart and climbed up some ancient ruins and temples. Had lunch and tested out our tolerance for cheese. Ready? Go. That's not bad. Welcome to another episode of Sailing the Recipe. I'm Colin and this is my wife Bex. And together with my 3 daughters, we put our Michelin star restaurant on hold during COVID to live a life on a sailboat. Meet our new floating home, The Recipe. We're on a journey of a lifetime to discover new places, new cultures and new people, as well as exploring what the world has to offer under the sea. Hit that subscribe button to follow our journey every Sunday and see where our recipe takes us next.
Dumped our children, they've dumped us because we're staying in a lovely Airbnb. It's in the jungle, it's got a gorgeous little pool.
And we're going to drink some tequila! We're off to a tequila distillery and there's one about half an hour's drive from us. It's just broken midday, so the sun officially is going down.
A little early for the tequila to start, frankly. But
good job I got the old Gaviscon.
I did bring you Gaviscon.
Oh, these potholes. Arriba!
God, it's going to be messy. The girls, they were going to come with us this morning, and I said, do you want to come? You really don't have to. And they were like, no, we want to stay here. Bring us back ice cream. So that's our one demand.
Yep.
Is ice cream, which we're going to sort out. So
Cool.
Tequila! It makes me happy! People talk about sipping tequila, which I must say fills me with dread. It is not my choice of drink at all. Having said that, I am really interested to see how it's made and what the difference in taste between a good and a bad tequila is. That's if there is any. He's back from his intrepid B-reel filming.
Let's hope it's open. So we're in the factory and they have, they're not exactly packed. In fact, we are the only people here, me and my mate, Pedro. We are going to start the tour soon. Just paid, it's 50 pesos, so it's £2 each for the tour. In fact, less than that, £1.80 for the tour. And included in that, you get 5 shots of tequila each. I think after this tour, I will be looking like Mr. Clever here. Arriba. Since starting this journey, we've learned to employ the assistance of a guide or take information from local people who are in the know. We find that we come away with a lot more information and a better experience all around, such as today.
We need between 7 to 8 years old for to make tequila. 7 to 8 years. To 80 or 100 kilograms. It's 10% in alcohol. For example, 50 kilograms, 5 liters in tequila.
Oh wow,
10%.
Okay.
From the leaves,
A lot of tequila. For those of you like me who didn't know how tequila was made, let me give you a shot. Tequila is a distilled beverage that is made from the fermentation of the sugars found in the blue agave plant. The blue agave plant is shredded and baked. Once the juices are extracted, they are then fermented and distilled. The tequila is then aged. I found it really interesting to follow the simple yet fascinating process that this small family-run tequila house used in order to make their product. Get your lime ready.
It smells a lot more. From the actual plant, from the actual burnt. It smells quite charred. Oh.
All in one. All?
yes.
It's only one p.m. in the afternoon. What else are you going to
I'm
do?
not very good at tequila.
Salud.
Salud. It's good with that.
This is shot number 4. So yeah, this is shot number 4. We're getting rosy cheek on. I'm glad they're not full shots. But this is shot number 4, and as we're going up in value and up in richness and up in flavour. It's very good.
Yeah.
Have a pint of that.
I don't know if a pint of it would be good.
This is what happens when you come to a tequila factory and you spend too many minutes, hours, however long the day is gone, but you spend too much time in a tequila factory, you end up being one of the locals.
Or just to make them laugh, because they're all laughing.
Here's my buddy, he's been telling me how tequila's made.
And how it's drunk.
And this is how it's drunk. I mean, he's explained how many people work in this farm, or this factory. There's only 3 people. So he deserves a shot, so me and him are just chilling out in the bar.
So we've been at this gorgeous tequila distillery, which is family run. 3 of them, you know, brothers and sisters, run it, make their own tequila, and they're doing it in the proper old-fashioned way. So the taste is quite peaty. So all you Scots out there would love it. It's very, very whiskey, peaty taste. But we've bought a bottle. And we're ready to go back and make some margaritas.
Adios.
Really
So I'm feeling really chilled here. We're in this small B&B, middle of nowhere. It's actually £35 a night, which is a bargain. It's making this beer taste a lot better. We are literally 4 miles away from Chichen Itza Towers. It's an amazing place. So this little B&B has got an amazing little barbecue area. It feels like I'm in the middle of a village. You know, I've got little kind of chili plants here. I've got bananas, I've got banana leaves, I've got limes and mangoes surrounded by me. I've got this kind of thatched roof, which is amazing. So I'm feeling real chilled, and I think what I'm going to do for the family is a barbecue, but with guacamole. I'm going to show you how I make my guacamole, because I've noticed as I go through the kind of trail of the Yucatan, everyone does their guacamole slightly differently. You look at the recipe books, it will say you've got avocado, lime, salt, you know, not much to it. I've noticed that I like a bit of heat in it, so I like to put a bit of chili in it. Some people put a little smidge of garlic in to give it some body, some richness to it, so I like to do that too. So I'm going to show you how I do it after I drink this beer. I bought this thing the other day. It's very typical Mayan for us pestle and mortar. It's made from lava, and the good thing about it is it's not smooth in the middle. It's kind of like, well, it's got lava bubbles in it, and that's perfect for really hammering and grinding stuff down in. So what I'm going to do is, before I put my avocados anywhere, just put my board just over there in the chilies. Actually, I need it. I'm going to do my chilies. Now, typically guacamole doesn't have chili in, but some Mexican restaurants do. And I quite like it. I think it gives an amazing heat to the dish. It doesn't burn your socks off, but it just gives you a real kind of like, you feel like you're eating Mexican food, especially when you wash it down with some chips, salsa, and a cold bottle of beer. This kind of thing is just amazing. Now I roughly chop it up, because this is going to go into my bowl. Okay, and then I get a piece of garlic. Garlic. There's my piece of garlic. Just going to half garlic. Goes in there. Then, what I do, before I add my the rest of my ingredients, I kind of smash this up together. So I get a little spoon. So what I do is I smash this up, and all the oils start to come out. When the oils come out, you've got this beautiful fragrant liquid, and when I add my avocado to it, it just takes on all that liquid flavour. So I just give it a good ring down like this. Chop it, and it starts to break down. I feel like this is how these local people cook, you know, all day. I mean, as we've been driving through the villages, you've just seen people sitting outside their street, just kind of cooking, barbecuing some chicken, and then the neighbour walks over from the garden or across the road, hey, can I give you some tortillas? And they have a little feast. I think it's a great way of living. Slows down. So you see how now it's all breaking up, and the bottom of the bowl is quite wet, and that's got loads of bags of flavour. And when you've done 2 minutes work, you just take it in and take these views in again. This is exactly what I wanted to try and achieve. Coming to places like Mexico, learning something new. Yes, I know how to make a guacamole, I've made them thousands of times, but seeing different ways and techniques of doing it is really quite interesting. Okay, see how it starts to go into a nice little mushy paste. The smell of this garlic and the chili is amazing. I'm just going to add a bit more moisture to it, and I've got some beautiful olive oil here. Okay, it just stirs this in. Look at that. The smell, fantastic. Main ingredient, avocados. The avocados in this area are absolutely fantastic. So look how ripe they are, look at that. Just get the spoon, run the spoon round, dig it out, boom, off it goes. Pretty much in one. I do like guacamole, so I'm going to make a tad more. Twist, beautiful mahogany kind of colour. Pop it out, grows another day, and here, pop, all in one go. Okay, now no need to chop with a knife or anything. I've got my back of my spoon. These are super ripe. All I'm going to do is start hammering away at it like this. Chop, chop. Another ingredient I like to put in my guacamole is just some chopped white onions. Gives a nice little texture, crunch to the guacamole. Lovely jubbly. And there we go. And because the guacamole or the avocados are so ripe, you don't want to spend more than a couple of minutes just doing this. I like my guacamole quite chunky. Final thing we need, some limes, but not to worry. Didn't buy any from the shops. Ems, will you go and get me some limes, please? And bring me that lime. Fantastic. The smell of these limes, when you've just picked them, is just incredible. So, Oh. Oh, the fragrance is amazing. I think the dog is coming in to say hi. Got some pips in here. And then also do good helping of lime juice over. Look at these pips. Finish with a bit of salt. And that's pretty much ready to go. Just going to drizzle some olive oil over the top. And then I'm going to put a little bit of garnish, sprinkle of some tomato, and then I'm just going to tear some coriander leaves up, sprinkle that over. And there is my guacamole, ready for a feast and a cold beer.
Mexican beer. Antigua dog.
Hold on.
You won't like this.
I just love this type of cooking, you know. I love cooking on fires. I always have as a kid. I always loved to do barbecues and cook on fires. You know, a lot of my time, well, I was born in Africa, and the way of them cooking, I can remember my childhood of people cooking in kind of aluminium pots behind our shed. And in Abu Dhabi, you know, cooking in Bedouin style on fires near the beaches was always amazing. So there's something quite nostalgic cooking like this, but there's nothing more synonymous of cooking. Coming through Mexico, all these beautiful villages, and feeling like I'm in a Mayan house. So you can't beat what I think. It's just so amazing. I just feel like these local guys in a small little shack. I mean, literally, I'm in a bamboo shack with some coals and some vegetables with a bit of meat. Granted, I have a cold beer and a pool, but other than that, look at it, look where I am. Stunning. And for me, this is real. I feel as if I'm a little bit connected to their way of life. Of course, in my kitchen at home, I have induction. Up, down, hot, cold. This is just a bit more authentic, I feel. I don't like cooking over very, very hot barbecue. You end up burning it, charring it. I like to wait until the fire's gone completely out, all the coals are completely white, and then revive it with a bit of a blow, and you're going to get really hot. But what happens when things start to drip on it, it doesn't catch fire, and then char the crap out of your meat. It's very important to get it really hot, but without burning stuff. And then what I do is I just drizzle this over like this. Drizzle. Beautiful. Look at this. You always know pork when you give it a little squeeze, it turns pink. Look at that. Oh. Smoky. That chili and garlic's really coming through. But because I've cooked the chili, it takes some of the punch away. Absolutely stunning.
What's just happened?
Well, we've just done a chili test. There's some, along with big fabulous limes in the garden, there's some baby chilies. They're this big. And Jess is like, yeah, they're small, so they won't be powerful. So we're just giving her a tiny chili like this. And
these guys cheated. They swallowed the chili and didn't chew it.
Just can barely speak.
We did chew it.
I've been to some very good Mexican restaurants in Mexico, but I gotta say, I think my pico de gallo and guacamole, mi casa, no su casa, mi casa, is very good. Especially with the experience of sitting in the pool drinking some cold beer. Do us a favour, try it out yourself. Show me some pictures via your social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I want to see your version of it and see if you can beat this image here. Cheers, guys.